Hey guys, and welcome back to the AC Milan career mode. Before we head into today's episode and potentially the final episode of this season, because we are 10 points ahead of you with 5 games to go, I'm going to let you know that there's going to be 2 straw poll links, or maybe even more, in the description down below, because I want you guys to let me know what you want to see for next season. I'm in a bit of a predicament right now because I've got a lot of strikers. We're going to add Pato to that list next season as well. So I want you guys to let me know, should I try and buy Balotelli off Liverpool when his loan ends? Yes or no? Should I sell a striker from the club, Niang, Luis Adriano or Bacca? Or should I just keep them all? That is what I want to know from you guys. And also the third straw poll will probably be the future of El Shaarawy. Do I keep him or do I sell him? To keep it realistic, because let's face it, chances of him returning to Milan are very slim. So those 3 straw polls are what I can think of right now. There might be more in the description, I'm not sure, but vote on the future of my forwards because I've got too many of them. And when it comes to this season, you can see the calendar right here. We've got Hellas Verona away, Frosinone, Bologna and Juve in the next 4 games. I can sim all these 3 games before the Juve game and potentially be crowned champions. I don't see the point in playing them. I'll only play the game against Juve if it's still necessary, but at this point in time we're almost certain to become champions of Italy, so that is just fantastic in our first season as well. I don't like playing games when it's not necessary, that's why I'm doing this. Can we pick up a win? No, we pick up a draw. Still should be enough. Bacca has picked up an injury for 7 days, which is not too bad. Niang is complaining about his role. That's also why I'm tempted to sell a few forwards, because we've got so many of them that they're going to start complaining when they're not getting played, unfortunately. But these are the results. Jesus Christ, 3 Fs. Juve did win their game, so that means they're now 8 points behind us right now. If you can win at home against Frosinone, we keep the gap at 8 points, maybe even more if they dropped off, but they still have to play their game. 11 points in the lead with 3 games to go. It's virtually impossible for Juve to overtake us. It's a shame that we didn't do too well in the cup competition this season. We got knocked out by Lazio, I think it was, which is not great. But then again, the focus was on the league this season. In the next season, we'll actually play Champions League football, and I'm so much looking forward to that. I want to play against big teams, against the top teams in the world, against Bayern, Real. It's going to be exciting. Unfortunately, we suffer a loss here, so I think we'll have to play the game against Juve just to be sure they will not catch up to us. But first, a little bit of training. Don't give me 3 Fs this time. 3 Bs, I can live with that. Calhanoglu and Niang going up in rating. Very nice. Alright guys, before we take a look at the league standings, we have 2 more games in the season before it officially ends. The one against Juve, I'm going to play because I feel like it's a prestige match regardless. We actually won the title. There is no way any team is going to overtake us with 6 points up for grabs. It's impossible. So no, regardless of the result, it's ours. We've won the league. And if you do not believe me, here you can see it. The newspapers have reported on the Serie A title that we have won. Fantastic results. We're just going to play the game against Juve, sim the game against Roma, do a little squad report, and that's where we're probably going to end Season 1 of this career mode. If you've enjoyed it so far and you have been with me from Episode 1, then let me know by smashing a like on the video. Let's see if we can get over 100 likes. That would be massive towards the end of the season. That would show me that you guys are loving the series as much as I'm loving it. And this is a team for the game against Juve. It doesn't really matter too much what kind of result we get, but I want to go out with a win. I want to end the season on a positive note. Luis Adriano and Balotelli up front. Bacca is not 100% fit, so I've chosen to play the Brazilian, who has been outstanding this season, it has to be said. Take that into consideration when you vote for who has to leave, because for me, Luis Adriano and Balotelli have been fantastic. Welcome at the San Siro for the title celebrations and, of course, the game against Juve. Even though there is nothing at stake when it comes to the league, I want to win this one. This is a battle of pride between ourselves and Juve, the 2 best teams in the league this season, and especially at home. We have to show them that we are the deserved champions, only losing 6 times. To be fair, Juve have only lost 6 times as well, but they've drawn more games than us. It was a hell of a season, but I want to end it on a positive note, so let's get the win. It's a great ball into the area. Hernanes can make it 1-0. What a save by Lopez. And we hold on to a 0-0 so far, but that was a great opportunity. Abate into Hakan Calhanoglu, who tries to get some space here to maybe get a shot off. He's been fouled, ref, and we know who's going to take this one. It's the man who won the free kick, Hakan Calhanoglu, from 29 yards out. We know he can do this, and he's proven it again. Not quite as spectacular as his 39-yard free kick from the previous episode, but still a very nice one at that. and no keeper can save it. Just beautiful. Absolutely love the set pieces with this guy. We're going into half-time leading 1-0. Maybe not the best of games you'll ever see, but we did deserve that goal. It was a brilliant free kick by Calhanoglu. They had a couple of chances of their own. Pretty even game, but we're in the lead, and I want to keep it that way. Niang and Poli coming on for Bonaventura and Balotelli. Niang deserves a few minutes. He has been complaining lately, so hopefully this will put him at ease. Oh, Romagnoli has been turned by Morata. Good save by Lopez. Well in by Kuchka. Inside to Nocerino. Nocerino out wide to Poli. Well played. Poli looking for Niang. Niang has to hit it first time. What a finish by Mbaye Niang. Surely he's one of the strikers that has to remain at the club next season. Such a talent, and what a goal. Good flick by Adriano. He finds himself in space. Adriano trying to find Niang. He's been brought down from behind in the 82nd minute. It's only going to be a yellow, I think. Yes, but we've still got Calhanoglu on the pitch, and that in itself is enough of a punishment for Barzagli. Going to try and get it over the wall and into the back of the net. Hakan Calhanoglu off the post. Adriano try to lay it back, but what a hit again. And there we go. That's the end of the game. AC Milan have beaten Juventus, not only in the game, but in the season as well. We beat them to the league title, and we've shown here today why we are the champions of Italy. It's well deserved. We were strong throughout the season. Very happy with how we played. We dominated games. We scored loads of goals. We're going to take a look at the end stats of the entire season in just a second. Before we do that, we still have to sim one more game. Going to get that out of the way quickly. Roma are in a fantastic form at the moment. 3 games in a row. They've won against Napoli, Genoa, and someone else that I didn't see there. 9-goal gets sent off early, and we win 2-1. Calabria picking up an injury, unfortunately. It's time to take a look at the league tables across the world and see how good the season has been for certain teams. I want to know who's going to qualify for the Champions League as well next season. You know, who's going to make it from the VPL, from La Liga, etc, etc. Final training session, good results. And in England, Chelsea have crowned themselves champions for the 2nd year in a row. 88 points. Tottenham coming second, 7 points behind them. Manchester United and City qualifying for the remaining Champions League spots. Liverpool, Arsenal are going to the Europa League. France, it's a no-brainer. PSG absolutely smashed and dominated the league, only losing 1 game in 38 games. They become champions. Saint Etienne and Marseille qualify for the Champions League. And in the Bundesliga, it was actually a 2-horse race, which was to be expected by Borussia Dortmund and Bayern, yet the underdog came out on top. Borussia Dortmund win the league title by a margin of 2 points over Bayern Munich, who scored more goals and conceded less, but don't have the same amount of wins under their belt. And in Italy, of course, we won the league title with a whopping 13 points ahead of second in Juve. The 3 biggest teams in Italy qualify for the Champions League. Roma and Napoli are going to the Europa League. And for the Dutch guys and the U, Ajax has won the battle in the Netherlands, PSV coming second. And Real Madrid have beaten Barcelona to the Liga BBVA title with a big lead actually as well. 9 points on second placed Barcelona. Athletic Bilbao and Valencia are joining them in the Champions League next season. Unfortunately, Atletico Madrid will not be playing at the highest European stage. And here we can see the top scorers in the Serie A. Balotelli comes second, 7 goals behind Mandzukic, who won that one easily right there. Palacio third. We've also got Luis Adriano in there on 12 goals. By far the 2 best strikers this season. Do I bring back Balotelli? Do I keep Luis Adriano? Based on their performances, I really should. Menez on 9 goals. Bacca doesn't make the top... Well, he does make the top 25. He's got 9 goals as well. And assists, another Juventus player leading the pack in Pereira with 10 assists. Hamsik coming second. Menez and Luis Adriano getting 8 assists. Very impressive stats. Diego Lopez was the best keeper throughout the season, keeping 16 clean sheets, 2 more than Mattia Perin from Genoa. So Lopez has had a solid season. Let's do a little squad report and talk about the players and their season. Diego Lopez has been outstanding, picking up an assist as well. Alex and Philippe Mexes, unfortunately, are on the decline. Players that are declining, I will get rid of. So that means we're probably going to bring in a new centre-back next season, unless I change formation to the 3-5-2. That is an option if we want El Shaarawy to come back. Then I'll play 3-5-2. It's all... I've got it sorted in my head. I just don't know what to do yet. I'm going to leave it up to you, but I know what I want to do. So definitely a centre-back is what we'll need if we stick to the 4 at the back formation. Jose Mauri, Kuchka, decent seasons. Nocerino, you know, rotation players that have done their duty. Bertolacci as well. Luis Adriano, excellent form. And that has been like that throughout the entire season. 12 goals, 9 assists. And even though he's done so well his spot for next season hasn't even been secured yet. Same goes for Mario Balotelli, an outstanding season for the Italian, but once again, not sure if he's returning next season. It will be up to you. Has he convinced you with his performances? I don't know, we'll find out. Carlos Bacca had an okay season, not outstanding, but not bad. You know, it's decent, it's good. 9 goals, 7 assists. Bonaventura has been a good servant to the club so far. He picked up 40 appearances, 6 goals and 6 assists, which is pretty good from his midfield position. Cerci didn't do too great. Zapata is on the decline as well. That means I'll probably sell him on. And when it comes to a couple of the young guys, Romagnoli and Hakan Çalhanoğlu, they will have a spot in the starting 11 next season, I'm convinced. Desilio as well, they all played a lot of games except Çalhanoğlu, who only came in halfway through the season. Niang had a few injury issues throughout the season, that's why he didn't play as much. But he's still a player I'd love to keep because he's got the talent to grow. Same for Eli, a young player. Paulie unfortunately wants to leave because he's disappointed at his lack of matches. We can talk about that. It all depends on who's staying or who's leaving next season. Menez was solid, 10 goals and 8 assists. Abate was fantastic for me. I really enjoyed using Abate for me. I don't think we need a new right back. Nigel de Jong still has another season in him. He's 31, but he's still growing and he's been outstanding. Although his physicals seem to drop off. Maybe he'll only have half a season left at the club. I'm not sure. We'll see how that develops. But for me, he was outstanding. The lone players, Torres, Paletta, Matri, will all be sold. I don't want to use them. I have no plans for them. When it comes to El Shaarawy, that's your decision. Verdi is coming back next season. He's a useful player as well. Mastor is going to stay out on loan for another season. It's a 2-year loan. And other than that, I think we've gone through everyone. For those of you that want to know, Chelsea won the Champions League. Well done to them. They also won the BPL, if you remember. Diego Lopez has been named Keeper of the Season in the league. Atletico Madrid have won the Europa League. And Thomas Muller has been named the best player of the Champions League and Diabate, best player of the Europa League. I've also promoted one more player from the youth system. The best player that was in the youth system actually wanted to leave, so I gave him a contract, and his name is Magalan. Although he doesn't look too great right now, he has got brilliant work rates, weak foot and skill moves, and a 92 to 94 potential. So he's someone that we might need to train next season and is an exciting prospect. The board wishes to inform you that your position with the club is currently under scrutiny. It's time for your annual final performance review of the season. I'm expecting to get my contract renewed. I mean, we won the title, which I don't know what more you could ask for from the season board, so please be nice. And here we go, it's time to go forward and end the season here. What a season it has been. Mario Balotelli is back to Liverpool. Do we bring him back? I don't know. Cerci has been sent back to Atletico Madrid. Probably not going to get him back. A few players returning from loan, which I don't know what to do with. Petagna is out on loan, he's coming back. Gabriel is coming back. Beretta, I'm waiting for El Shaarawy's message. There he is. It has expired. Do we keep him? Do we sell him? It's all up to you. I forgot to check what other messages I got actually. Manager award, manager of the season. That's good to, that feels good, you know. I feel like we deserved it. And here we go, we end the season. Before the season started, the club set the target to qualify for the Champions League. Congratulations on exceeding what was expected of you. It's been an amazing season, I agree. An excellent showing in the Cup. Even though we got knocked out in, I think it was the semi-finals, it was still pretty decent. I'm very happy with that. Right guys, welcome to the new season, Season 2. Of course, I'm not going to go into it too much. They want us to probably achieve a lot of stuff. This is the budget, 55 million. Which is enough to buy a centre-back if we need to. I'm going to let that decision fall to you guys. I'm not going to make any decisions on my own here. They want us to win the league title again, and we have to win the cup. And when it comes to the Champions League, they haven't quite said it just yet. A quick look at the squad. Alright then, it's time to take a quick look at the team. This is the formation we've been playing last season, and you can see that we're missing a centre-back to go next to Romagnoli. Alex is declining. I would get someone new in if we go for that formation, but that would mean we're not keeping El Shaarawy because there's no room for him. If we want to keep El Shaarawy, then we're moving to the 3-5-2 formation, which accommodates wingers, so El Shaarawy can play. In that case, we'll lose a centre-back spot, so we don't necessarily need to sign a centre-back. Pato, as you can see, is not quite yet in the starting 11 because Bacca and Luis Adriano, for me, have been decent enough last season to warrant a starting spot. Unfortunately, I can't even see Pato here in the squad selection. I can't select him quite yet, but he's there. I'm going to quickly show you when I go to contracts. He's right here, Alexandre Pato, contract offer accepted. So he is at the club, he's just not arrived yet, I think. Let me know. Don't forget to vote what you want me to do. Do we go for El Shaarawy? Do we bring back Balotelli? Do we sell Luis Adriano or Bacca? Those questions have to be answered before the next episode, and I will do what you guys want me to do. I hope you enjoyed. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later.